Clash of the Wild, Episode 12, Battle at the Waterhole. The sun rose over the savannah like a bloodied eye, casting long, trembling shadows across the dry earth. Birds did not sing. The herds had moved miles away. Even the wind held its breath. The final battle for the waterhole had begun. The Alliance holds the line. At the muddy banks of the shrinking waterhole, the lioness Pride stood in formation. The lioness herself paced slowly at the front, her scarred flank healed, her gaze sharp. Beside her, her teenage son and daughter, grown into strong young warriors, braced for what was coming. High above, hidden in the branches of twisted trees, the rival leopardess prowled silently, prepared to strike from above with speed and ferocity. Her claws were bloodied already, from scouting parties lost to Kivuli's spies. And watching from the cliffs, sharp-eyed and still as stone, sat Kuro, the baboon king. He had forged crude weapons, stones tied to branches, hardened sticks honed to stab. His warriors lined the ridge, the young guarding the old, the mothers clutching their infants beneath roots and rock hollows. Predators and prey stood united, not in peace, in necessity. Kivuli strikes. They came at sunset. A low growl rolled across the plains like thunder. Dozens of hyenas emerged from the dry grass, shoulders hunched, eyes glowing, jaws grinning. But they did not charge, they surrounded. "This place once belonged to us," she hissed. "It will again." Then she raised her voice, not in laughter, but in command. "Attack." The chaos unleashed. The first wave hit hard. Young hyenas surged toward the banks, aiming not for the lions, but for the baboon footholds on the cliffs. Kuro barked and the stones flew. Screams echoed as some hyenas tumbled down, but others broke through, climbing like demons. The lioness charged the main force. Her teenage son slammed into a massive hyena, the impact breaking ribs. Her daughter danced among the chaos, cutting through flank and tail. The youngest cubs huddled behind a fallen tree, guarded by two lionesses, teeth bared. Blood soaked the mud, the waterhole churned. Okuro's stand high above, Kuro fought like a beast possessed. He was old, but every strike from his stone club cracked bone. A hyena leapt at him. He sidestepped, twisted, and hurled it from the cliff. Then he saw her, Kivuli, climbing the slope toward the young baboons. He charged, but she was faster. She reached the cliff's edge and came face to face with the leopardess, wounded but standing. No one saw how it began, but all heard the shriek. "The tide turns below," the lioness roared, a deafening final command, and the pride surged. With perfect timing, Kuro's remaining warriors dropped boulders onto the flanks. The hyenas faltered. The leopardess fell beside Kivuli, both bloodied, both breathing hard. But it was the lioness who reached them last. Kivuli turned, snarled, and leapt. Claws and teeth met in a savage blur. But this time the lioness did not fall. She pinned Kivuli to the earth, and with one final growl, ended the reign of the ghost. Aftermath. The surviving hyenas scattered, chased by the young lions and baboons roaring in unity. The waterhole was saved, but not without cost. The leopardess lay wounded, a gash over her ribs. She said nothing, but the lioness nudged her once, a gesture of respect. Kuro limped to the high rock, raised a hand and howled, not in sorrow, but in victory. That night, for the first time in many moons, the savannah was quiet and peaceful.